What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, reviews and more. I'm so glad to see you around. Girl, a lot been going on, especially in the media. So I was talking to Lance, and he is the one that persuaded me to go live. So I'm gonna drop the link. I'll drop the link. And we're gonna get this show on the road. How was your Easter? Oh, honey. I'm sure we're going to talk a little bit about that. Okay. But just a second, let me get set up. I went on and did the live because I know I wasn't going to do like a, you know, advanced live. So it's kind of spur of the moment. So give me a second to get set up. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I have to wash my car. Like, oh my God, the pollen is tearing me apart. Okay. I'm sorry if I sound awful, but I'm not sick. It's just I'm sick of the pollen. Okay. My car is silver and yellow right about now. What's up, Trendy? Welcome to the building, my love. Let me see there we go. Okay, good. Okay. Do. Look, did y'all get y'all Easter eggs and everything? Um, do. Where is it? Oh, okay, there it goes. There it goes. Y'all, I think I might need to get some clearing. I think I have some. Okay, hold on. Whoever's ringing my doorbell, just give me a second. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Welcome. Did you enjoy your Easter?
Yeah, it was cool. I just spent time with family, and so I ate. I slept most of the day. I really didn't get up and get out the house. It was uh it was like 6:30 when I left the house in the afternoon. So I was asleep majority of the day.
Did you get you some Easter eggs?
Yeah, a couple. I took a couple kids Easter eggs.
Oh Lord, you were taking their eggs.
They
What's
didn't
up,
know.
Felicia? How you doing, my love? Hey, Ashley. Hey, Miami. What up, Big Max Boogie? Hey, Kiki's World. What's up, y'all? Is there any new deaths yet? Oh Lord, Trendy. Trendy ain't shit. You hear her talking about that situation, Lance.
Yeah.
And we, hey, Tutu, baby. Hey, mama. So you want to open the show with giving a little recap and talking about that a little bit, or you want to get straight into the topic in which you told me you wanted to talk
Oh
about?
yeah, we could just get straight into the topic.
All right, sounds good to me. Okay, so speak on it. You said you wanted to talk about some of the stuff in the media.
Yeah, everything that's been going on with Pete Diddy situation. And I've been keeping an eye on it like real close. At first, it was funny to me, not funny, but you know when somebody get themselves into some shit and it's their fault, it's their fault, you know. So you can't feel sorry for them. They knew what they were doing. At first, I was just looking at it like that, but then I started paying attention to what everybody else was saying. Whatever, like all you hear is Diddy, 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 Diddy. That's all you hear, and then a couple of people around them. But all focus has been taken off of the white guy over in Nickelodeon, Dan Schneider. Everything that he was doing to those kids, that they came out with a documentary. It's called Quiet on Set. All the little Nickelodeon stars, and they were kids. You know, they're adults now. They came out with that documentary telling what he was doing. So I feel like now they're bringing P Diddy stuff to light to get the attention off of this white guy. And I don't want to make it about, race or whatever. I mean, but what else could it be? That was big news. Like I said, what
Mm-hmm.
he was doing with these kids, and for years, like we seen a pattern of Disney children that grow up to be adults, and then they act deranged or they act messed up, and then nobody never wonders why. Orlando Brown, for example, is one of them. He's been came out what 2 years ago and told some stuff about Diddy, but everybody is saying the same thing about him. Like, oh, he's just crazy. Like we just dismiss what he
Yeah.
says, and he was telling the truth the entire time. So that's what I want to talk about. It's crazy how the focus is now off of certain people because they're trying to put everything on Diddy.
Oh wow. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that story up. I don't know what. How do you guys feel in the audience? Are y'all familiar with Schneider and the story about that? Do I need to pull up on something?
Yeah, the documentary that they did, those Nickelodeon kids that are now adults, is called Quiet on Set.
Okay, quiet on set.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm going to pull it up. What's up, KT for life? What's up, everybody that's coming up in the building? It's good to see you guys. Okay, so look, mods, you know Wicked keeps that smoke. And I have a bitch ass nigga, okay, a cokehead ass nigga, a homeless ass nigga that is threatening me. So I'm gonna need y'all to use those mod sticks, okay? If you see something in the chat that you know I wouldn't approve with, that's why you have those mod sticks. They are not to look cute. I want you to shoot them, okay? Okay. Okay, now. So okay, what was the name of it? What up,
Uh,
er?
Quiet on Set.
Okay, so it's on YouTube.
No, this is a documentary. I believe it's on Netflix or something. This is a documentary that
Oh,
they did,
oh, okay, okay, okay.
and I think it just came out probably like a week or two ago that it dropped. It was in that time that it dropped, so it's only been up for about 2 weeks. But I don't see why
So
that
how
hasn't been pushed. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, so how many people out there are familiar with what's going on with Nickelodeon? I did see a little bit about it, and I know when we talked, you were telling me about how the Nickelodeon actual icon, and if you give me a second, I'm gonna pull it up, seems to resemble the Epstein Island.
Yeah, it does.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna see if I can find it right now.
Okay. Lord, I'm so old, y'all. How do you spell Nickelodeon? Okay, there we go. Ugh. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna share the page. Oh wow. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so
Yeah,
let me share this. Hold on, y'all. And appreciate y'all coming by. Y'all know the drill. Please hit the like button. We're just gonna be talking basically about a lot of different topics and stuff. So we want y'all to participate. Let us know how y'all feeling. And most importantly, you are welcome to come up on the panel if you feel like having a discussion. Um, Dang, hold on, I can't find it. I can't find you. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Okay.
that's
Okay.
crazy how it resembles that island.
Yeah, that's wicked. That's really wicked. Hold on. I'm ready to pull it up. I'm steady pushing the invite button instead of the share the screen. Lord have mercy. That's when you know you tired. Y'all know how I be working, boy. So okay, so here it is. So this is what you're talking about, right?
I can't see anything right now.
Can you see it now?
Nah, it's
Oh,
loading up now. Yeah, if you type in Nickelodeon and Epstein Island, they side by side.
okay. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, it's a major search.
See it right there. That's not a
Holy
coincidence.
shit.
That's not a coincidence.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Dig. How many y'all? Let me get a one in the comments if you knew of this. If this is something you've already seen.
That's crazy. And if you just look at all the Disney or the Disney and the Nickelodeon kids, that when they grow up, something is wrong with them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They've been traumatized for years, and it happened right in front of everyone's faces.
Mm. Okay, let me get back to the chat so I can see this. I'm gonna try and make it bigger, y'all. But you basically see what he's saying, right? And I'm sure we're all familiar with Epstein. Oh, that's scary. Oh, that is so scary.
Yeah,
I remember that episode, but I never paid attention to that part. It
it was
makes
a
you wonder
lot of stuff.
if Jackson committed suicide. Disney ain't innocent. No, they're not. They're not.
Yeah,
Not
but
at all.
that's Nickelodeon. But Disney was on the same things. I remember seeing, like, when I first started finding out about the Illuminati and like symbols, like the eye, the all seeing eye, that would be everywhere in Disney Channel. That was everywhere. It was on clothes. It was everywhere. Like the little hand gestures they were making. Like when I found out about it, and you go back and look, yeah, everything is messed up, and they put it right in your face. And then you're so, I mean, you're paying attention to so much that's going on, you don't even see it right there.
Yeah, hidden in plain sight.
Yep.
Well, I definitely grew up in the Nickelodeon era when, that's pretty much it was the main channel to watch. And of course, right in front of Nickelodeon is Disney. And we too can see how those kids suffered. It's
Yeah.
sad. That's really sad.
Everything is creepy, and it's like you remember how we were talking about um I forgot how we actually put it. You were talking about gatekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
How you are like gatekeepers, but they get you at a young age. Like all some of the biggest stars now that were in music and acting, they all started off young on those. You remember
Yeah,
Justin
yeah,
Timberlake came from Mickey Mouse Club.
yeah.
Everybody was little, and then like they groom them all the way up.
Mm.
But one of the kids going, I can't think of his name right now, but he was talking on the quiet on set thing, and he was saying that how he fell asleep on set, and when he woke up, the Dan Schneider's guy's hands were down his pants, like he was stroking them,
Oh my God.
and he was a kid, and he tells this, like he tells it like that wasn't your first time. I forgot the other little girl's name. You could tell on set it was her birthday. She had just turned like 16 or something. They were singing, and he's all behind her, groping her, and she's trying to get away from him. You can see on her face she's irritated and she wants to move, and he's acting like it's no big deal.
Mm.
Drake Bell, that's his name. Drake Bell. Dang, Drake.
Dang Drake, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, guys, I'm going to be dropping the link in case anybody else wants to come up for this conversation. And you guys are more than welcome to state your opinion on what you think. And we're also going to be talking about some other things. Okay, so just stick around. And honestly, y'all, you never know what's going to happen over here. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what it was, the iCarly show. But it's real messed up. And I don't want to make anything about color, but it is about that. I mean, to me, if anybody breaks the law, then they should be dealt with. I don't know, white, black, yellow, green, whatever color they are. If you do something foul like that, you need to be dealt with. And I don't have any, type of sympathy for anybody like that. But
Yeah.
how come the black people get pushed to the forefront and then it's a show when they're, crucified and hung?
Court
And
cases. Yeah, that's
they get
very.
they get hung in front of the world. Like this
Well,
this
do you
stuff.
think that this is a distraction with the Diddy case in order to kind of get the eyes off of Nickelodeon?
Probably. I mean, a lot of things are, but they make an example out of us. They make an example out of black people. But the thing is, like I was telling you earlier, Diddy is one step ahead of him. It's a
Mhm.
reason why he isn't in jail yet. I mean, you see what they did with R. Kelly. They arrested R. Kelly. They made documentaries out about R. Kelly. They took some of his music down on platforms. They did all of this stuff. But y'all made a movie about Elvis Presley, who was married to a 14-year-old.
That's so true.
We don't hear
That's
nothing about Elvis. We don't hear anything about Elvis. We don't hear anything
Yeah, he
about
definitely loved young girls, and so did Hugh Hefner.
we don't hear anything about him. But if you are a person of color and you do something, you might as well tie your own noose. You might try to make it a little bit comfortable, but it's you going up. They're gonna hang you in front of everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of Diddy, right?
Yeah,
I was searching, going around the internet, and I found this. Check this out. This was done like 15 years ago. Hold on. Check this out. Uh,
that's just crazy when you get older and find out everything from your childhood, everything is
yeah,
a lie.
yeah. Okay, here
What
it
is
goes. Lil Wayne and Diddy. Check this out. Dang. Okay, here it goes.
I just had a question. I'm just trying to tell all these young cats out there trying to come up like, where do you think they got to go to from your point of view? You know what I'm saying? What is the best advice you could give them? Because I be telling them, like, my best advice is they got to do it their whole new way, different way, like they from another planet. But coming from you, coming from the man of men right now, tell them something good.
I mean, first of all, you gotta stay away from these Diddy popping motherfuckers. Motherfuckers dancing all on motherfucking stage and shit. They want your ass. Call them astronauts. So be afraid. Be very afraid.
You really ain't built for the game.
Or something.
Something like that.
Don't be trying to be famous or you gonna run into a motherfucker like that.
I just had a question. I'm just trying to tell all these young cats out there trying to come up. Think they gotta go.
Lance.
Yeah, he
My
really
bad.
threw a shot at him right then.
Yeah, remember he said that, but you gotta act like you at another planet. He said we call them astronauts.
Yeah, man, he really just threw a shot at Diddy. I mean, how do you quote what Suge Knight says when Suge Knight was throwing a slug at Diddy? You quoted what he just said, like dancing all in the videos,
Yeah,
this and
yep.
this, and you not,
Everybody remembers that.
yeah, and then you not take it as a shot to it, man. Come on, like he weird, like Diddy super weird, and I can't believe I didn't see any of that. Like, man, we was too busy dancing and listening to the beat
Yep,
and everything
yep.
instead of actually
Listen to the
paying
beat.
attention to this fool. If
You
you look
right.
up on the podcast Drink Champs, I think it's Noriega show. I think that's Noriega show, but Drink Champs is fabulous. Jadakiss, Noriega. It's a Jamaican dude sitting over and P Diddy. I think it's about 3 minutes long. Man, look how uncomfortable Diddy made everybody at that table. It got to
Yeah,
the point Fabulous is looking at him like, nigga, what is you talking about? He asking Fabulous like why won't you party with me? Did you miss me? No, I'm
yeah,
talking
for
about
real.
me and you partying together, daddy. Yeah, daddy. Like I said, like man, that shit funny. And not in a good way. Like that shit super funny. That's funny. He talking about I like being around sporadic people. Like he said they was partying so hard or whatever. Tyrese told him, man, I gotta leave. I gotta go to church in the morning. Like, bro, we way in Vegas. You talking about church. What was you doing that scared that man that motherfucking bad? Well, he feel like he gotta just bounce right now and go
Yeah.
to church.
That was weird. And then I found a clip from one of Meek Mill's songs talking about if God will forgive him for what he did with Diddy or to Diddy.
Yeah, I
Like, what?
just showed my homeboy that yesterday. His eyes got so big, he was like, "Nah." Yeah, that's
That's
they call
crazy.
they call Meek Mill freak mills now.
For
That's
real, better call them freak meals.
everybody on this little sex Rico. They calling it a freako. Everybody crazy. But yeah, like that's not a
Yeah,
coincidence that
baby. Yep.
The Epstein Island and the Nickelodeon logo. Nah, that's not coincidence at all. And then what I was telling you, they've been talking about. Am I saying it right? Is it Epstein or Epstein? I don't know. That
Yep.
Freak Island,
Yeah.
that list of everybody's name. Why haven't we seen this list yet? I've been hearing about this list for like 4 years.
Facts.
If
Well,
it was,
heavy hitters that were, of course, on that list, and people that we so call, worship as the stars were there. Like he was the go to. Like
man,
became
I
famous, they kind of scooped you up, and you too got a trip to Epstein Island.
I wish I really wish I could just get a screenshot of that island. Like
My
that's
humble opinion, she said she saw the list. My humble opinion, you mind coming up here and tell us some of the names that were on it?
man, that's messed up.
Yeah, or if I gotta agree with you, it's like it was right in our face, but a lot of times we just don't want to see it. Like when you think about when you go to Walmart, all those missing children,
Yeah,
and I know I'm ancient, y'all, but I know some of y'all aren't, too far off of my age of when we went to school. They actually had missing kids on milk cartons.
I remember that. I remember the milk carton stuff
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
became a joke. Like don't end up on a milk carton. Like yeah, it became a joke. But all of this is just it's sick and it's crazy because it's been in our face the entire time. It's been in music, it's been in movies, it's been in jokes, it's been everywhere the entire
Yeah.
time.
Like I tried one time to play Justin Bieber's song, but
Mm.
I can't even play it. They block it quick. Like, that's Justin Bieber. But he did a video a few years ago and he threw a lot of shots at the elite. And it basically was a lot of babies in it, a lot of children in it, and pretty much they were at a party, what you could think of like a freak off. It was even people there that you could might say that looks like it was a list of somebody looking like Diddy.
Yeah, that's
And
and they said he
you know,
was.
hey,
They said that P Diddy groomed Usher,
oh
and
wow,
Usher supposedly groomed Justin Bieber. He's the one that discovered Justin Bieber, but
yeah.
yeah. So, but then you remember
Well,
Justin
well,
Bieber a
before
couple.
Justin Bieber, there was Usher, and Usher took Bieber to Diddy.
Yeah, and you remember a couple years ago what happened with Bieber? Like he didn't want to do none of the music no more. He went to gospel. Remember, he started trying to make gospel. Then everybody thought he was crazy. He got sick for a minute. Like all this, like where he really took a step away. He did gospel for a minute. And I'm thinking like that's weird to just up out the blue switch.
Yeah.
But I guess that's just people trying to say they sold or whatever. But it's messed up. It's messed up.
So, do you think things are going to get better? Do you think people's eyes are opening, or do you think we still have a long way to go?
Before anything get better, it get ugly. So I
Mhm.
think it's gonna get real ugly. Ugly as we never thought that it was gonna get. And then after that, I think everybody will be looking out for this type of stuff or whatever. So it won't be as easy to do anymore. Everybody's gonna pay attention to the smallest detail in everything from now on, so it can't happen again. So I think it's gonna get, and it probably won't be this year. This will probably drag on for the next 3 years of being super ugly. And then 2030, then it'll get better.
So, what? Okay, QI asked, do y'all think Kirk Franklin is involved? Girl, I've been watching his son. his son is on the show or was on the show on Zeus, I would definitely say something is up with Kirk Franklin too.
I know he don't have a good relationship with his son.
And
Well,
don't
he
get me wrong, yeah, well, his son, and that's the thing, right? Because his son has come out and he's openly bisexual, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's his sexual preference. But what's cringe about it is the fact that his dad was, dead set against it, of course, when there's already been talk about him and his preferences. You get what I'm saying? So it seemed to me like his son is really suffering, and a lot of it's because his dad didn't want him to be that way because he was.
yeah, I think it's a
They
lot
wanted
of
to
no
understand.
man, no man wants their son to be, that way, whatever. But if it just so happened, you
Yeah,
gotta
but
find a
see,
way. I mean, it's not your decision. You gotta find a way to meet them halfway and then work something out. Because it's still,
hey,
you can't just disown them. You can't just disown them. But I remember growing up, I used to I like Kirk Franklin music, but that's because he always walked the line of hip hop and gospel. Like I said, like he was
yeah,
living a double life. And then it
he
came,
had the beats.
yeah, and then it came out that he was addicted to porn. He's right there from Arlington and Fort Worth area. That I think that's where he live at right now still. Whatever, but he was right there. It was everywhere how he was addicted to porn. He was addicted to,
Yeah,
they said, like, he was viciously, that's the only way that I could describe it. He was viciously addicted to porn. And I remember, I don't know if it was like 3 years ago, him and his son arguing on social media, and the phone call was recorded. Kirk Franklin did not sound like a man of God. He did
not
not.
at all. I remember that.
He
But that's
called them all
like,
types of mother effers and this and this and
yeah.
was going off on him.
But if you watch that Zeus show, like his son, like okay, like it's the bad boys, like it's sort of like the baddies, like what Natalie Nunn does, but it
Uh,
was the boys, and he was on there for like 2 seasons, and like the majority of the house, they same sex, and then a couple of the men were heterosexual. So they thought he was heterosexual. You get what I'm saying? And it was a very open-minded house. You get what I'm saying? Because it was more dominant that they were same sex. But he had a really, 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 really hard time just saying what his preference was. And like
Kirk Franklin did?
his son,
Oh, okay.
that's where I'm getting this from. That it's a lot deep down hurt that he has. You know what I'm saying about not being accepted. And then you think about all the stories that's been in the news. The first thing came to mind was, oh, okay, so you didn't want your son to be like that because you thought that would shine a light on your ass.
Man, I
And that,
always thought he was anyways.
but
I always
that's
thought he
what I
was.
don't understand. Like we live in 2024. Like you can't even say the kind of stuff you could have said 5 years ago about like the LGBT community and whatnot. So
Uh,
why keep it a secret? Like Diddy, for instance,
uh,
for years you've heard those rappers and stuff all over YouTube doing interviews, and they say stuff like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely some rappers that you never expect," this and that. And Diddy, like Wendy Williams exposed Diddy back, what, 20 years ago?
I didn't know that.
This is what's called the changing of the guards. I believe that, QI. I do understand what you're saying. So you feel like this is the time in which they're gonna get rid of the other ones, soak up their money, okay, take their wealth, and then put another stage of people in place to continue to do the same BS that they've already been getting
Yeah.
away with.
They real sneaky at doing they're real sneaky but skilled at doing it. And now it makes me want to go back, like this Diddy shit that's came out, and it's overshadowing Dan Schneider, it's overshadowing the bridge in
Yeah,
Baltimore, it's overshadowing it. It makes me want to go back and see, like, okay, when R. Kelly allegations came out, what else big happened that year that we didn't hear about because we were so focused on R. Kelly? Like I said, what else was going on at that time? And then somebody brought to my attention, like, the music industry. I knew the music industry was dirty and messed up, but somebody was like, just think, Michael Jackson bought Sony and bought all of this shit. All of a sudden, he died, and Sony bought back, what Michael Jackson bought that belonged to them.
Mm.
Like I said, so all of that was probably, a play like within itself. Everything is messed up.
Yeah.
Everything is messed up. Every time a person is about to do something, Bill Cosby, everything came out about him when he decided, what was he trying to buy? NBC?
NBC.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that he would have hired some of his people and got rid of certain people. So they was like, nah, man, we can't let him do
Oh,
this, man.
Lord,
Bring
Kia, I say that all the time. Why is it teachers barely make enough income and you pay these people like rappers all this freaking money?
You see why? Because if rappers are going to influence the young people get brought in, they want to be rappers, then they get put in a position where they get groomed. They become the next batch of messed up people. Don't nobody want to be no teacher. Like, who is a teacher grooming to? Oh, my math teacher is a gatekeeper to what?
Yeah.
So they're gonna pay the people the most money who have the dirtiest, most undercover job.
Yeah. And if you're talking about, like we were just talking about gospel,
Mm.
Earth said Kelly Price knew all about R. Kelly and Diddy and she turned to gospel. Yeah, she did. She did. And a lot of these singers and actresses that we wonder, like, well, they were pretty dope. Where did they go to? We call them one hit wonders, but a lot of times they're just not cut for the industry. They can't take it.
Yeah, hold
I
on.
went to school with Sunshine Anderson. Heard it all
Man,
before.
I was just listening to that.
Yeah, I went to middle school and high school with her.
That's crazy.
And she went on tour with R. Kelly and Jay-Z back in the day. And if y'all remember her, she came out at the same time Alicia Keys and oh, what's the other chick? Oh, she kind of put you in the mind of Erica Badu. Oh, I cannot think of
India Irie.
India Ari,
That was the neo soul era.
the neo soul era. They came out at the same time, and they wanted Sunshine. She was supposed to be in on it too. Alicia Keys, India Ari, and Sunshine were all on. I think it was an ebony cover, and she went on tour with R. Kelly and Jay-Z, and cut. She bye goodbye, left the industry completely left the industry. And I remember when she was in at home and they interviewed her, on our little local station. And when they were asking, oh man, what was it like touring with Jay-Z and R. Kelly? And her first reaction was, child, like she gave that first. You get what I'm saying? And she said it was okay, but I didn't see them that much. And she just left it at that. You would have thought she would have said, oh, it was a dream come true, but no, she had seen what she needed to see, and that was it. And then Teddy Riley, who of course is with the group, or was with the group Guy, and became a major producer. He worked with a lot of artists here, a lot of artists. And what I know for sure is he would send for them to go live, basically with him. And his job was supposed to bring them out. Never happened. They would go be with him, and then years would go by. You never heard those people sing again. It's like they would just cut it all together.
Yeah.
And then you hear Aaron Hall is one of the ones that is allegedly charged with one of the women that came forth in the Diddy case.
Yeah, and then about that, um, when all that stuff happened with Diddy, when all that stuff happened, well, that was 2 weeks ago or just a week ago. Whenever it happened, um, they caught him at the airport. They was like that his flight left, his private jet left, and then they landed in that island that doesn't extradite back to the United States. But Diddy was at the airport, and somebody brought this to my attention yesterday. They was like, Homeland Security talked to Diddy, the feds talked to Diddy, but they did not arrest him. So it's crazy. He didn't even look. He didn't even get to observe a pair of handcuffs, but his kids did at the house. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense. They came in full fledged. Like they 100% had something. It was hell over there where he lived at. But then when they run into him, everything is all nice now. Somebody said, man, Diddy was there at the airport, but his plane wasn't. His plane landed in that unknown island. They said, what was on the plane? Who was on the plane? All the evidence that they went into that house looking for,
Mm.
Diddy already got rid of that. That's somewhere safe. So y'all can try to arrest me if y'all want to. Y'all can try to send me to jail, and I'm telling on everybody. You know, in his mansion, he had cameras in every single room. He recorded everything that happened at his parties or for the last 3 decades. So that means he has dirt on the top most powerful people on this planet. Multiples. Probably judges, everybody. You think that they was finna just let him keep that in their house? That raid was for them. They weren't worried about Diddy. They was worried about what Diddy possessed.
So you
So
think that could have been to get the evidence out?
yeah, that's what they wanted. I mean, if somebody has something that can potentially blackmail you, like the only thing that's gonna cross a gangster's mind is somebody is like get rid of them or get what they possess.
Well, and okay, so he obviously had got a heads up.
Somebody tipped, and it had to be somebody in a position of power who was also in with the people that's coming to get him.
Had to be.
It has to be. That's just like if me and 10 people are planning on doing a hit, say we planning on taking something from a bank, and we get to the bank and all the money is gone, but they're waiting on us or whatever. Somebody in this group gave that bank a heads up. Somebody over here did something because nobody else would have known.
What video, Kiki's World? She said, "Did y'all see the video?" And to answer your question, Tutu baby, hell yeah, Domain Dupree, yes, very guilty,
Man, I met him in real life,
very
Jermaine
guilty.
Dupri. Something about him. He's just little and weird.
Weird is the word.
Super weird.
Yeah, like I didn't even know like when Chris Cross when they were hot and stuff, that was my little era. And then to think that the one that ended up, he's no longer here with us. He's unalive now. How he had like a major drug problem and just the way that they went down the hill, with drugs and just all kind of stuff, it just reeked to me that they had been messed with.
I think they introduced him to that. Like it's a rock star lifestyle. I think they introduced
Yeah.
him to that. Some people make it out of it, but majority of them perish to it. That's what I think happens. It's too many like everyday people that work 9 to 5s and stuff. Like they don't have the type of money that could take care of big sicknesses and then take care of. But these stars do. But these stars are dropping like flies.
Yeah. Now, QI said, Diddy might be unalive. Do you feel like that too? That this might be an Epstein case
Nah,
where
because if he didn't send that plane left, so it had to be a pilot on it. The plane left with whatever evidence was on the plane, all types of tapes and probably pictures and emails and flash drives. Everything is gone out, but somebody had to get it off the plane. So they probably have strict instructions. If anything happens to me, start posting all this shit on the internet. if
yeah,
if anything has, so they're not going to touch Diddy. Now it would have been different if they would have got inside his house on that raid and got all the evidence. Then they could have did whatever they wanted to do with him. It's just like say if you would just switch these. If this was R. Kelly's situation and R. Kelly got all his tapes and sent them over there, he'd be free. You ain't got
okay.
nothing on him.
But let me say this though about the airplane. I'm not sure if this is in Diddy's situation, right?
Mhm.
But Portia Williams, of course, is now going through something with her soon-to-be ex-husband, and he too said he had a private jet. But what it turned out to be is it's a private jet company that pretty much all the celebrities they use, and it's sort of like you're part of Uber. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like whenever you need the private jet, you just go on the app, boom, schedule it, and it's known as yours. It's like a ride share,
Yeah.
but for jet airplanes. So could this be the case? Because they said that most celebrities, especially after COVID, when money was scarce and they weren't making that much money, A lot of
But
them invested into this company because it's so much more cheaper.
nah, I don't think Diddy sharing shit with nobody. That's his private jet. That's his. Like his money would
They
never
must
be
have
scarce.
them.
His money would never be scarce because he's already snaked so many artists. Diddy sitting on. If you got enough money to give Cassie 100 million when she asked for 30, you ain't sharing no jet with nobody.
So Diddy is the melanated Epstein, basically. What you
Yeah,
saying?
basically. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's just him. I think it's a circle, like a little, probably like a handful of them. They already got R. Kelly. He was just getting too sloppy.
Is that not weird though? That they got Diddy's what do you call a mule? Because remember they took his drug dealer, the guy that allegedly was getting his dope and stuff for him,
Hmm.
but they didn't get him.
Yeah. I mean, they trying to scare him, but now he's
But
on.
if you and I, well, I'm saying if you and I about to board this private jet, right?
Uh,
And you got your backpack of my dope, and then you talking about Homeland Security and the feds. You're not talking about some little security cops. You feel me? You talking about people that's obviously already been doing the investigation. And it's my backpack, right?
mhm.
I'm the one holding it. But of course, what's inside of it, that belongs to you. Why would they just arrest me and not you too?
Because he Diddy got too much. Like they don't care about no drugs. This ain't about drugs. And what they trying to do is scare him. But now you can't scare somebody. Just think if I go if I'm the head of the FBI and I send 30 agents to go get P Diddy, and when they get there, they come back will be like, well, sir, you know
Hey, Chatty.
what we wanted to find in the mansion, we didn't find. His airplane left, but we got his drug mule. I'm the head of the
Yeah,
FBI. Diddy probably got me on tape doing something. I'm gonna be like, man, fuck that bag of drugs. I
yeah,
don't
and
care.
have y'all even heard of pink cocaine? I've never even
Nah,
heard of that
I'm gonna be like,
until
screw that bag of drugs. What it is, they took the mule thinking that he knows what's on the plane. They're probably questioning him and everything, trying to scare him. Diddy, like, I can ask him whatever y'all want. Y'all ain't getting anything out of him. And I dare
what
y'all to
wait,
arrest me.
what makes you think they won't get anything out of him?
I mean, what? Like he can say what he want, but like I said, saying something is one thing. They want hardcore proof. When you go to court, he say, she say, nah, they want hardcore proof, like exhibit
They
A,
got
exhibit B.
yeah,
They want that. They want pictures. They want videos. They want all of that. He say, she say, that goes a certain type of way in court. But any lawyer that's paid off can beat some he say, she say.
that's
You
true.
can't you
But
can't beat pictures. You can't beat videos. You can't beat flash drives. You can't beat documents. You can't beat that.
so this right here, if y'all haven't seen it, because I know I hadn't seen it, until I heard he was arrested and whatnot. But this is the so-called pink cocaine. It comes from like Argentina, okay? It's not even really made over here. So he literally was sending mules because the dude that they caught wasn't the only one, but he was sending them on that jet to go and get his drugs from all over the world.
Young Miami was one of them. She brought
Yeah,
some of that back too.
Young Miami was actually one as well.
And 50 Cent's baby mama.
Mm.
That's just crazy. Like they not gonna touch him. Just think if he has evidence on the head FBI agent. Like, bro, you better get your dudes off of me before I release that flash
Oh,
drive.
QI says that the drug dealer was a chemist. Oh wow. And Godspell said they don't come that hard unless they have a case. They don't waste resources. You're
But
fat.
I'm saying, but if they would have found anything, she's right. Whoever that is right. But it was a bust. When has Homeland Security or the feds ever kicked something in and it was a bust? They didn't find nothing. All they know is, hey, there's some cameras up here in every room.
Yeah,
Whoever sent,
but they haven't told us. But look at how many things
he's
Diddy's
free.
involved in.
I'm saying
You
he's
got
free.
they've
He's
got
free. They didn't
that
find nothing. He's free.
shoot. For all we know, he's free, but this might be a situation where they probably took his passport and told him don't go nowhere. And then got
But it
to go
doesn't help them. Like he has leverage over them. Y'all can keep me here, but what y'all want is somewhere else. And if I do 24
if
hours
you
in
go,
jail,
you gotta go.
yeah, if I put some handcuffs on, y'all, I'm telling everybody. I mean, I was listening to the
Well,
song
be
with
honest. Do you think Diddy is that kind of dude
yes,
that will be faced with charges and hold it down, won't rat? I feel like he's
no,
ratting down.
no.
I
In
feel
that
like,
song, it was a song that I liked by G Dep, P Diddy. I forgot who else was in it, but it's called "Let's Get It." In P Diddy verse, he said, they call me Diddy, send the cops, the feds, DA to come get me. Some if I'm going down, you coming with me.
with me. Yeah, he did
That
say.
nigga not playing. That nigga's not playing, and they know what he got, and he's sitting back like, yeah, I might do some jail time, but it's gonna be a whole bunch of people on that cell floor with me.
Well, I think they had the guy spell. I think they had to use Homeland Security because they knew he'd been trafficking internationally. And one thing I do know for sure is that with private jets, they don't have to go through a check. Like that, it's not like they're checking these planes.
Yeah, it's still. I don't care who they use. He probably got some shit on Homeland Security. He
Okay.
probably he probably got they don't rub elbows with some nobodies. The higher ups rub elbows with higher ups. They don't care
Yeah.
about the little nobodies. The little nobodies are their workers. So
Young Thug was free for a long time too, and you see what he's going through.
who?
Young Thug.
Young
Why
Thug ain't
is
got the
nigga
money
take
Diddy got. Young Thug was a nigga, a rich nigga. That's what he was. Young Thug was a rich nigga. He was in a gang. He was in a gang. He claimed Pyru and blood. That's what he
well,
was.
okay, but
Diddy
look,
don't claim shit. Diddy should have us. If it was an Illuminati statue, Diddy would be up there. He might not be in the front, but he's gonna be in the back. But the point is, he's up
we're
there.
the illuminated ones.
Yeah,
We
he's
are the
he's a
illuminated.
somebody. He's a
Okay, so
somebody, and
uh
his action.
oh, I'm sorry, baby. I was gonna read ten Angela. She said they want all the big dogs, but I think they found something, just not enough for everything. The feds don't move until they can handle him. They have
No,
over a 90% success rate. Facts.
yeah, but I'm saying the feds are not. I mean, like I said before, NBA YoungBoy beat them. NBA YoungBoy beat them.
No,
That's
okay. People say that because he's not sitting in a prison, but that man ain't been able to leave that freaking estate since then.
that's still good for him. That practically
No,
saved his
no,
life.
it's not because no, it's not because he's sitting up here now is freaking on drugs. His music isn't even the same, and they're just milking him for the music.
Yeah, but
That's
if
the
you
only
if
reason
you
why
look
he's
at it, if you look at that, we would find that as a loss. He's the number one streaming artist on YouTube. That means he getting millions from YouTube. He's staying at home where it's safe. Had they not put him on house arrest, it's 100% certainty that man would be dead.
yeah.
He's gotten into it with Lil Durk. He was into it with King Von when King Von was alive running around here. So what you think he was gonna do?
Well, that was them hoes, but that's a
Like I
whole.
said, it like sometimes what a person think is a curse could actually be a blessing. It was your blessing that you had to sit down and you couldn't leave this property because if you did, somebody was gonna get you. Nobody is untouchable. Nobody is untouchable, but that's why you have to have a plan. No, P Diddy ain't even untouchable. It just seems like right
Exactly.
now he has a really good plan. A plan will make your untouchableness be prolonged. Like, okay, bro, you gotta win in 2023. 2040, we coming for your ass. You go.
Okay, but look. What about the people who he had to deal with the Ciroc? And then last year he came out with the is it Darion?
I
He
know what
came
you talking.
out with the brown liquor last year,
Buddy just said something
and
about that too.
he
He said,
fell out with them, and of course he was suing them for racism. So it's been a little bit of talk, yeah, to say that maybe they were the ones that pulled some strings to get the ball rolling against him.
but also the dude who I just watched, man, I'm finna get his stuff and send it to you in a minute. He said Diddy got shit on them. The
And
Ciroc.
look, oh wait, excuse me, I'll be the cut you out, but let me say this before I forget about the NBA young boy. NBA young boy's job is to keep poisoning the young kids.
Yeah, he's a
So what
pawn.
better way to show the young kids? Because one thing about it, I have followed like the drill rappers, NBA young boy, and all of them since he killed. Well, let me be quiet. Since G Money was unalive, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you. That right there is a way that they teaching these young kids that it's okay to take people out the game. Because young boy has at least 5, 6 people under his belt that the streets of YouTube even know that he took these people out.
Yeah,
Like
he ain't. He's not physically doing it, but
so,
his money, and them people around him. The little guy around him named Ben 10. Ben 10 is the one that
yeah.
did that to G Money.
But it was ordered by
Yeah,
NBA YoungBoy though, is what I'm saying. So the reason why I feel YoungBoy ain't rotting away in a cell is just to promote the BS what he was talking about and doing.
they gonna take care. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. They're gonna take care of their best pawn. NBA YoungBoy is this generation's best pawn. And if y'all try,
Yeah.
they tried to get rid of him multiple times, but it just seems like, man, this nigga's lawyer is too good. His money is dumb long. I didn't know that he was making that much money. He could do what he wants. He could do what he wants. That's why, nah, man, we got to get him up out of this. He's our
For a
biggest
little while,
influence.
baby.
He's our biggest influencer. He is. The kids look up to him. He makes this
Exactly.
generation of
So now
kids.
he's sitting in a freaking mountaintop in snow all freaking day
He
in
gets off.
the house.
He gets off of. He gets off of papers in May.
But that's just it. Who's to say? And I don't want to talk death on nobody, but who's to say he'll be around that long?
Not, but he moves different from who whatever.
Like
I
the
didn't
best.
like him at first. I
Think
didn't
about
like him
the
at
best.
first. I didn't like him at first, but he does stuff different than other any everywhere that boy goes. He has security. He has more security than the president of the United States. He's not stupid. Like, yeah, I got a big mouth and I got long money and I'm gonna have security around
Yeah,
me so
but
I
when
can
he
keep.
tours, he's not touring in big arenas. They always kept him in the little rinky-dink clubs.
Nah, not anymore. Because you see his plans last year or the year Vaughn died. You see what he was doing. He was finna go to Chicago to the Chicago Bulls arena and sell that out. And his manager's the one that stopped it. Young boy is really cocky. He's really cocky and he got the
Well,
money. I
yeah,
mean,
but
why
he's
wouldn't he be
a
right
real
now?
drug addict now. He's
Why
really
wouldn't he be? But half of these kids now in this generation are.
okay. My humble opinion.
He
Thank you
is the
for coming
Michael
back.
Jackson of hip hop to the younger generation right now.
Yeah.
He's the reason why these kids think it's cool to be depressed. Him and the higher ups is not finna let him go. Man, we'll keep him on that fucking mountain for the rest of his life. He's
I
still gonna
bet
be
it's
making music.
different because he's been there for so long. Look at how much music he's made.
He's made a lot.
All about the masters. You're
Yeah,
worth more unalive than live.
he's made a lot of music,
I
and
mean,
most of them has shot up the charts. And most of them has shot up the charts. Like I said, he's doing everything that he was doing there on that mountain than he was doing when he was free to move out and about. The difference is you can't be got as easily on that mountain unless somebody fly over you and drop something. That's
yeah,
the only way
but
you could
I
get them now.
feel like as soon as he get back on the streets, I'm sorry, I'm not wishing no bad on him. But I think if you wonder why this man went out and made what 11 kids, I think that's why he feel that heat behind him. He knows
I don't
that
think
they want to take him out. Oh
he
man,
just somebody that's he. I mean, we got them in every city. I got like 5 homeboys here. These fools got like 17 kids apiece. Young boy is just him, or young boys is them with millions of dollars.
he's in
And
his
like I said,
30s.
you can't tell him anything. You can't tell him anything. I mean, just imagine to me, like everybody is messed up in the head a little bit. He's messed up a little bit more than anybody else. I could tell by when I look at his videos, but they're not gonna let anything happen to him. They're not gonna let.
I don't
He's their
know.
biggest mule. He's their biggest. If
Look,
anything
baby,
happens
they
to
make
him,
news like him everywhere,
no,
anywhere.
it hasn't been. He came out of nowhere. He
Look, let
came out of no. Look at
wait, let me
him.
say this. Let me say this. I have gone. There used to be a little comedy place down the street from where I live, and the stage was no bigger than a freaking queen size bed. But those comedians, local people, would just get on the mic. They had just like amateur night. Those people would have you damn near peeing in your clothes because they were so talented and funny, and you'll never hear about them because they work 9 to 5 jobs. The industry creates whoever they want to create. That's just it. They fluctuate the numbers. They prop these people up, and they're nothing but puppets. And NBA Young Boys is on. That's on every street corner in America at this point that you go to in the hood.
But
If you
they're
search,
mimics. They're mimics of him, and nothing beats the original.
you see
They're
the
mimics of him.
original hell.
It could be somebody come out right now, raps like Tupac, talks about what Tupac does everything identical to Tupac. The strike he's gonna have against him is you're not Tupac,
Yeah,
and
but
you're
you're
not
not
gonna get that
Tupac.
love, and you're not
No,
gonna get
and
that
we
attention.
still are talking about Tupac
I'm
the
saying you're not
same
gonna get
way.
that love and attention that Tupac did. King Von, it could be many King
Hey
Vons come out.
Tara, how you doing, my love? Welcome to the chat. Like, what about
Hey, hold
Hey,
on. First of all, who is this? I am God spell. Who is that?
that's my friend.
She's throwing
That's the
slugs,
one that was
bro.
talking. That was the one that was talking about the Black Mirror.
Yeah, I'm 37. She's somebody that sounds like I'm in a cult, and how old is this guy on the panel? And I'm
Oh,
37. I'm your
that
friend.
that's the guy.
No, I'm not in a cult. Me and Wicked are having a adult conversation.
Yeah,
It's just
Lance
a.
definitely ain't in a cult now for sure. If he is, he would definitely be the leader.
I
But
just see how these kids, like I said, I got a lot of
they flock
nephews.
to him, and that's just it. That's just like King Von. Like, I think hell, that's just like FBG Duck. Like all these people that we can name, like XXX Tenacion. I love his freaking music. Like that's somebody that I really, really feel was taken far too soon. Like he was so freaking talented.
Yeah.
He's
My
still
son Drake used to listen to him. Oh man, we got all we were supposed to be talking about Diddy, but yeah, nah, I understand where you coming from, but we both right in certain things. Like I said, they're going to create whoever they need to create to pick up the slack of the last person who they got rid of.
Young
Like I said,
said,
but I don't. They're not going to touch Diddy. They're not going to touch him. Like I said, he probably has dirt on Homeland Security. He probably has dirt on the feds. Everybody that's ever came to his house, this man party with everybody for the
yeah,
last what?
that might be the reason to take him out, just like Epstein.
But didn't you
He
just hear
got
what I
all
said?
he got all the people.
Those tapes, and every like his thing is y'all can take me out and y'all can lock me up, but everything I have is gonna be exposed. So y'all life is gonna go down the drain along with mine. Whether it be me in a grave or me being in a cell, somebody
Lance,
over.
Lance, Epstein was in a jail cell when he allegedly offed himself, right?
Yeah,
Nothing about that seems right because number one, when you in a jail cell, I hate to admit I've been there. Nigga, it ain't nothing to kill yourself with. They make sure of that.
I mean, so was Dr. CB. But what I'm trying to say, the thing about Diddy, that's say like you the CEO, and I work for you, but don't nobody know who I am. If the feds come to your house to get you and you didn't already got tipped off about it, me and you go to the airport. I get on a plane with everything that they're looking for in your place, and I shoot off to an island where they can't go and ramble through your stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
over there just chilling. But I have strict instructions from you, Lance. If anything happens to me, upload everything. Upload everything. The Homeland Security don't know who was on that plane.
True.
Homeland don't nobody know
Well,
who to
wait.
look for over there.
Okay, so wait, but when the plane landed, couldn't they have looked?
No,
And
because USA can't extradite or do anything over there.
and wait, you do have to have a log. They don't have to check the person, but they do have to have a log of everybody riding in case
He could have put a fake name.
they
My homeboy was in good with what's his name? Wale and them. Wale little group and Maybach Music and all of them. He went to TSU with me. His name Kyrie. Kyrie used to hop on a private jet and be in DC, and then he'll be in California and he went everywhere. Some of the niggas on there, they not using their real names to get on there. I can write, I can write, I don't know, Michael Jackson is my name, and then hop on the plane. They're not
yeah.
asking for ID to get on. Don't nobody know. Like I said, that plane might have landed over there in that island. Don't nobody know who was on that plane. Don't nobody know what is on that plane. And I don't think that they want to roll the dice and do anything to Diddy. And then the next day, I don't know, the vice president of the United States pop up with pictures on the internet, or Homeland Security, 6 or 7 of them pop up with videos on the internet of underage kids. Nah, they not finna roll the
And,
dice on him
but,
until
but,
they get.
but oh, I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying until they get everything, until they get what was ever on that plane. Diddy has some type of leverage over them. He's not saying I'm untouchable. What he's saying is it's gonna cost y'all. If y'all get rid of me or do anything, it's gonna cost y'all big. I'm not untouchable, like I said, but I'm gonna make it even.
And I believe, well, I do believe that he has like the mind capability to plan ahead if in case something went down. But you're talking about homeland security, you're talking about like where is he going to go, what is he going to do, and how many things he's got his hand involved in. Like you're talking about freaking, you got Keefe D sitting up there ready to freaking sign any paper at any time to say that of course he ordered the hit on Biggie, you know, on Tupac. You got him involved and implicated that he possibly had something to do with Biggie being taken out. You got BMF, okay, Black Mafia, and you think BMF, that was a long time ago with Meech and them, but just in October they did, the feds ran up in the organization BMFH again, and I mean BMF again, and they're going through now, you know, like a lot of stuff and prosecution for dope. And they were the ones that gave Diddy the money to start Bad Boy. Then what about the shooting with J Lo and when Shine, J Lo,
Yeah, I
Diddy,
see they
all
just
of them were
opened that up
involved
again.
in that. They're opening that case up. They even ready to question J Lo for God's sakes.
But
So
all this stuff that he's allegedly in or allegedly done or whatever, out of all that, out of everything that's ever happened, name one person who has moved strategically like Diddy just did. Moving everything to a place where the USA can't go and get it.
yeah,
Anytime Homeland Security or feds ran up on anybody, they got what they wanted. They got the evidence and they got the person. Diddy played him. He was gone an hour before we got here. How did he
yeah.
know? What you
But
mean
that's
nothing's in
just
the
it.
house?
He was trying to be more powerful than the government, like Larry Hoover. Yeah, he was, and he's an extreme narcissist. Don't forget about that. Just in
Now
his
I know, but
overall
I'm
mental.
saying people don't want to admit it, but Homeland Security and the feds just got played. It's a million. I mean, what's their record? Like 2 million and oh? Nah, it's 2 million,
So
and
you,
it's
but I
almost
don't
a
think
one
it's
now.
over. I
Cause
don't think
what?
it's over.
No, it's not over. Well, what I'm saying, like I never said he was untouchable. What I'm saying is he's making them work, and they never had to work. They didn't drop at least 2 trickles of sweat right now dealing with Diddy because what y'all came to this house to get, he sent it somewhere else where y'all can't go get it. And if y'all do anything to him, like I said, not saying he can't be touched, just saying if y'all do, it's gonna be consequences. A
But
lot of higher
you
ups are
say
gonna get in trouble.
but you say he has cameras everywhere. Cameras nowadays, of course, are digital, so you can go back. And one thing about it, the police, they all they have to do is get to that camera, and they can pull that thing back to when it was installed.
That's if it wasn't like uploaded or the memory card was uploaded to like a SIM card or a flash drive or something like that. He had a head start before they got there. He had a head start before they got there. Who's to say the
Yeah, I
cameras?
definitely feel like he got a heads up.
Who's to say the cameras was even working when they got there? They just said, "Nah,
But
man, there
that's
was cameras in the
crazy the
room."
way he kept his kids there and he was leaving. That's the
And
funny
you
part.
and you said they can rewind
You
them.
can
They
hear
wasn't normal cameras. They said they were hidden cameras. They
it.
were hidden cameras. It wasn't no shit that was out in the open. These were hidden cameras. Like he probably had a camera on the clock in the room, a camera behind a mirror, something that didn't nobody that was in the room saw. They couldn't see it. Nah, he got that. He probably told him, man, grab the usher tapes,
Mm.
grab the kid and
Grab
play tape,
boy.
grab everything,
Oh my
grab the
god.
duct tape, grab the
But
duct tape.
yeah.
Like I said,
So
everything
where
going.
is Diddy at this time? Is he in the country or is he out?
Man, he's out. He's nerd. Man, I seen a video the day before he got raided. He was at a party and he was sitting down. He had on all black. He must have got a text message or something. That was probably his heads up right then. You should have seen how he started looking around that room. He was nervous about something.
They
He
come
was super.
home.
Yeah, he was super nervous. Like, oh shit. But how comfortable are you, man? Diddy, like I said, the plane was already gone. Wicked. He could have been on that plane if he wanted
Yeah.
to. He didn't go for a reason. He was
That
like, shit.
I
He,
see what you're saying.
yeah, he thinking like, man, that shit gone now. Now fuck with me. I'm not saying I'm untouchable. I'm saying it's gonna cost y'all big.
Mm.
Big higher ups is going down. I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is what he has on the tapes or whatever, but what if he has a president with an underage kid on video? Do you think that they're going to want to touch? What if he has Homeland President in there by himself? He got some security in there, probably Homeland Security. What if he got them doing drugs
That's
or
crazy.
whatever?
And then he played the Russell Simmons playbook. Because, of course, when they came up with those talks about Russell Simmons going down, he got the hell on too.
Yeah, yeah. But nah, I'm not saying that he's untouchable. I think he's 100% guilty, but he's playing chess with them, and right now he's a couple of moves ahead of them.
So,
Not saying, and like them couple of moves don't mean nothing because it can end up checkmate for him. But right now it's a game. Y'all ain't just finna
okay,
do to
so
me what y'all did to everybody else.
do you think they're more concerned with who the people are that is over him? Because
Who?
I think
Nah, they. I'm saying
hard.
that. I think the people that's over Diddy, and I think the people that's over Diddy are all in cahoots to yeah, y'all go get him because he has shit on us that we can't let out. And I'm thinking that they was just gonna waltz up in there and get everything they need. They didn't expect getting there, and then he's not there. And then oh, he's at an airport, and then we get to the airport. Man, the plane is 30 minutes away from landing. Like I said, like he got us. He got us now. Everybody that think they had power over him, yeah, like that is just a title. Like I said, somebody under you, if you're not paying attention and you on your high horse so much, like, yeah, I'm above him, I'm higher up, I'm his boss. This worker under you, he knows your routine. He knows your do's and don'ts. He knows everything about you. He can maneuver and play chess a dirty way, and then he can be your boss. He can find something to hold above your head. He
Mm.
could be your boss. He could put you in a position where now, nigga, you work for me or we gonna be partners. But it ain't no more that I work for
Yeah,
you
but
shit.
that's you talking about over 30 years of doing so. I think it's time for him to go. I'm like QI. I think they will off him in a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
but I'm saying still, that's like people get big headed. Like killing him is gonna solve it. No, you kill him, the shit still come out. It's still gonna come out. Somebody is over there with that shit, and not just saying it's one person. It's probably a gang of niggas that was on that jet that's over there. Diddy probably done gave him some money. Nigga, y'all can live off a decade over here with
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Gene
Y'all
Deal's
sit, y'all watch. If anything happens to me, y'all release everything that's on these tapes, these flash drives, that's on everything. If it, I'm not saying that
But
I can't.
wait. But let me stop you right there because look, Pizzagate was a real thing, and now it's disappeared.
Yeah, that's because they had like they got a hold of the evidence. They can make the evidence go away if they want to. They don't have a hold of Diddy's evidence. They ain't got that. Now, what's different is if Homeland Security knew who was on that jet, then they could be like, they could send somebody over there. Look, go over there, find this person.
Yeah.
Go back to the house with them. Or burn the house down. The evidence got to be in
And
the house.
now, Q, I just brought up Jaguar Right because I've spoken to you, Lance, about them, the Jaguar Right sector.
Uh-huh.
Jaguar is a wild one. I mean, she wild as hell. That's true. But she was in the industry. She like she was around them back in the day. And she spoke out about Diddy a while ago. She spoke out, oh man, she talked about Jill Scott, like Mary J. Blige, just pretty much everybody in the industry, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all kind of people, Erica Badu. But the stuff she said about Diddy is so accurate to what's coming out now with Cassie. She been was saying stuff about how he was treating her.
Yeah. Just like let's see. I could put it this way. What I'm trying to tell y'all about the position Diddy is in now, he has evidence on him, and they could kill him or unalive him. They can unalive him. They can arrest him, but y'all don't have the evidence. That's still my one up on y'all with me from beyond the grave, and somebody's gonna put it out. Same thing with Cassie. Diddy could have unalived Cassie if he wanted to, but who knows where the evidence is that she had? She still had phones with stuff. So yeah, you could do whatever you want to her. It's still gonna come out. You
Okay,
still go.
now wait, because I don't want to ask you. So, what do you think about Kim Porter? Do you think he had
I
something to
think he
do?
has something to do. No, that's what I just tried to tell. Cassie has Kim Porter's phone. She
Mhm.
has Kim Porter's phone. And who knows where that phone is. So Diddy can't do anything to her. She probably told her family, if anything happens to me, release the text messages in his phone, release the pictures. And Diddy know, like, man, I might as well give her what she want and then make her be quiet. Yeah, I did it. It's going to look like I did it, but I don't care. She ain't going to be talking. All she want is money. I got that. Let me get rid of her. Homeland Security don't want money. Feds
But
don't want your
he
money.
may not have tagged Cassidy and them, but just because with Keefe D and the other people that's been coming out speaking,
I'm saying I know what you're saying.
he might have not felt comfortable yet.
I know what you're saying. Like you just said, ain't nobody untouchable. I mean, Cassie ain't untouchable. Keefe
Mm,
D, even with you locked up, you're not untouchable. Diddy could have had any one of them taken off the playing board if he wanted to. The thing that made him not do it, Keefe D says that he has proof on Diddy. Diddy doesn't know where that proof is. One of Keefe D's family members probably have it. So if anything happens to Keefe D Diddy, we telling on you. You're going to go down regardless, whether it comes out of Keefe D's mouth or if it comes out of his third cousin's mouth, you're getting told on. Cassie, don't nobody know where them phones is at. She got multiple phones of Kim Porter's. So if you unalive Cassie, somebody's going to come out. So it won't come from Cassie, but the information came from Cassie to whoever's going to release it. You're still getting told on. Right now, what I'm saying is Diddy doesn't physically have the evidence on all these higher ups, but it is somewhere with somebody that he trusts that if anything happens to him, I might be gone, but y'all gonna be with
yeah.
me, or y'all gonna be where I was supposed to be, which is in jail. So they don't want to make a move yet until they're probably trying to figure out right now who was on that plane and what was on that plane.
Mm,
I'm not saying like I'm not saying that it ain't on their game plan to unalive him, but
yeah.
now they thinking like, you know what? It's still a game plan, but we got to push it back a few pages. It ain't on this page no more. We got to figure out what he got first.
Okay, check this out. This is, I think this was like 2 days ago. Of course, Diddy, um, raised Albie Shore's son. Albie Shore was
Just when we thought the
married
mess for
to Kim Porter, and Diddy pretty much took him. He took his son, took his wife, raised him. He had very little to do with this child. And a couple of years ago, y'all probably remember, Albie Shore was in a coma. So just recently, Albie Shore did a press conference saying that they're going to be doing a documentary about his life. And just check this out, y'all.
Diddy was over this week. Well, it looks like Al B. Sure, from the 80s and 90s, is chiming in at a recent event, alluding that possibly Diddy had something to do with his recent health scare where he was in a coma for 2 months.
We're going to be producing the Albie Shore life story. So hold on to your britches. You'll really understand how I ended up in a coma. You're really going to need to call Homeland Security.
The fact that Al B. Shore is saying this so publicly makes me believe that he does believe that Diddy has something to do with it, and probably feels safe enough now to say something. Albie, he's still on the loose, even though he was recently spotted in Miami with his twin daughters, and then he was hanging out with Stevie J. Just when we thought the mess for Diddy was over this week, well, it looks like Al B. Sure, from the 80s and
okay, y'all, hold on. Let me. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's gonna open up a whole nother can of worms about Kim Porter.
I think the person who I think is wrong in all of this, Cassie could have stopped all of this shit. But you took
Yeah, but
money.
with the stuff with Cassidy taking the money, she still gave her testimony so the state can pick it up. They don't need her as a witness if she told them everything. Facts, QI. You hear, Lance?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, but as long as Cassidy gave them a statement, they don't need her. The
Nah,
state can
y'all
pick it
missing
up.
what I'm
They
saying.
can pick it up. The
She gave it.
prosecution can pick it up.
She gave her statement. It is the reason, and nobody is looking into it. It is a reason. Okay, she said that Diddy did things to her and all of this shit. She asked for 30 million. This man gave her 100 million. That 100 million wasn't just for her statements. He knows what she has. If she would have
But
turned
what
them, if she would have turned in Kim Porter's phones, It's something in
How
them
do you know
phones.
she didn't? That's what I'm telling you. Social media is one thing. A court of law, prosecutors, the prosecution, all of that's a whole nother level. And they don't have
Once you settle
time.
something though, once you settle something, she probably went in there. He probably asked for the phones. He probably asked for everything she had, and then gave her $100 million, and
But
then she
she
kept
had
her mouth shut.
already talked. She had been talking to the police for a long time.
When was that?
That's just it. That wasn't to the public. That was
No, I'm
behind the
saying when. I'm saying when was that when she came out and said that he did this stuff?
what in like October, November?
He would have got picked up already.
No, not necessarily. Not if they're building a case. And it's so no, it's so many different things that his hand is in. It's no telling when they'll pick him up.
They
It's
not
no
get man.
telling.
Somebody can mark this down. They're not picking him up.
I
They're
think
not
he's
picking him
gonna
up.
get picked up, and I think that fool go right.
They're not picking
You
him
got me
up.
right.
Like I don't.
I think
I
he's
do
gonna
not
get. They're
believe
gonna take him out.
she took money. She took money. I'm saying everybody gonna take their money, but you could have gave them. You could have gave them phones.
She
That woman.
did.
I think
You
P
gotta
Diddy
watch
had.
a channel
I
named
don't think she
Tisha
did.
Tales. She did. Tisha Tales. Y'all, if you haven't subscribed to Tisha Tales, please do so. Cause she keeps up with stuff like this. Like she goes into detail about the reports and things and she looks it up. But for the most part, what I'm telling you is Cassidy, she read off the let me see. Hold on. I'm not gonna play her content because I don't
I
know
know
her.
what you're saying about them building a case,
But she
and that's.
read, yeah, but what I'm telling you is on that report, everything that we were talking about, oh, Diddy did this and Diddy did that, that was in a police report. She did meet with investigators.
Okay,
She
I'm
did
saying yeah. She
tell them
probably told him that. I'm saying
everything.
she
She
telling
told
somebody
them everything.
telling somebody something and giving them hardcore evidence. That's what I'm saying. Is two different things.
But how
Now
do
they
we
they
know
can do
she
an
didn't give
investigation.
them the evidence?
They can do an investigation on him all they want. If they don't have hardcore proof, that man ain't going nowhere. Especially when he got dirt on higher up somewhere where they don't know where it's at and they don't know who got it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna roll the dice on him like that. Now, like I said, if they find out who was on that plane with him, then they can easily go get them or have something done to them where they feel like, okay, well, the evidence is never gonna come out now. Now we can go and get them. But
Okay.
ain't nobody gonna move nothing until they
But
are
look,
one
okay,
hundred
look
percent
at
sure.
somebody like Young Miami. He's been with her for what, a couple of years now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you think Miami isn't gonna cooperate? Like
No, I'm
it's
saying
so
no.
many
That's what I'm
people
saying. They're gonna
willing to
tell, but that's not gonna be enough. They're going to tell, and they can send Diddy away. As soon as they send him away, the evidence he
yeah.
has is gonna come out. So just think, just think, whoever it is that puts him away. 2 months later, whoever put him away, now some dirt that came out about this fool with an underage kid or drugs. Now you gonna be right where I am, fool. Now it's gonna be a domino effect. When Diddy go down, the next person, then the next person, then the next person. Evidence is gonna keep being released. They went to that man's house to get some shit. Why else do you go to an airport and you don't get on the plane? That's like me buying the bus ticket just to wave the bus goodbye. I'm getting on that. He went and he put something on that plane. He put something important. Something important. You got a tip off. You grab the gold shit and you went and you put it on that plane and you waved it goodbye and somebody you trust is overseeing it right now. So if anything
Yeah,
happens,
but you still have people that were witnesses to what he did. So even though it might weaken the case, like I said, they don't go where they don't have proof. Like they don't go
I
like
know what you're saying. I
like
think everybody is missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
no, I get what you're saying, but I just don't think it's any way he's gonna be able to beat them. I don't.
Okay, but the thing is, but he doesn't have to beat them. He leverages with them. They might let him off on something. We'll be like, how did he get off on that? Man, come on, we've seen it a million times. We
And
seen
then
George Zimmerman gun.
as far as cell phones, they don't need a physical cell phone.
No, I'm not talking about that. I never said I like me, my personal opinion. I don't think they're gonna arrest him because if they do, everybody is going down. The same way it's gonna it's all whatever he goes to jail for,
Mm-hmm.
the shit that he has evidence on, the people who he has evidence on, his charges are gonna be y'all same charges. So y'all are definitely going down with him. That you seen in the movies when people, the bad guy come and be like, "Hey, you got the hard drive?" Yes, and I made copies. So if anything
Yeah,
happens to me or my family, this and
yeah.
that bad guy don't touch him. It don't matter how many killers he got with him. It don't matter how much money. He ain't stupid. Like man, if we off this fool, man, his great cousin go. We don't know who to get
Yeah,
now. So really by beating him, we gonna damage ourselves. We gonna mess ourselves up being so thirsty to get him.
I think he will cue her. I think he doesn't give a damn. She asks,
Yeah,
"Would Diddy
yes,
sacrifice his sons?"
and
Yep.
and dance
Son,
on their
kid,
grave.
no, don't give a darn.
And he would dance on their graves.
Mm.
He will. Yes, he man, I would not. I don't care what it is. I couldn't see myself in my house. Cops could be coming to get me for a speeding ticket. If I'm getting out that house, my kids is coming with me. I don't care if they butt naked. I'm grabbing them by their wrists and dragging them to the car. Y'all, I mean, come on, we gotta hurry and move. Right? I'm not leaving them in there. He left them in there. He don't care about nobody but himself. And like I said, he's looking out for himself. Young Miami them can talk all they want. They can do all this stuff all they want. But what they really want, what them higher ups and what Homeland really want is that hardcore evidence. That's what they want. That is what they want. Not saying that what Young Miami and them saying ain't true and what the mule is gonna tell ain't true or whatever. But to them, man, them is crumbs. We want the cake. We want the cake that he got rid of before we got there.
Mm.
That's what they want. Because who knows what you gotta understand, you could do a lot in almost 40 years. What 30 years? You could do a lot. He has evidence on people for 30 years. That is the ultimate Illuminati vault.
Well, what about what QI just said? Why is Jay Z and Beyonce separating their assets? I hadn't heard that, but I'm pretty sure this would be time to separate, do get everything in order if you've been anywhere around them, and you know Jay Z is of course a major player like Diddy.
Yeah,
Don't forget Jay Z messed with Aaliyah too.
what they were trying to say, I don't believe it. They were trying to say Beyonce is in on a lot of this shit, and it's gonna make Jay Z look bad. Like I said, like Beyonce, I mean Jay Z, yeah, he was messing with Aaliyah, and he was messing with Foxy Brown when she was underage.
Mm.
So no, he's not squeaky clean because like, it's gonna be a domino effect. First R. Kelly, now P Diddy. The next like major mogul like that in hip hop is Jay Z. So
Yeah.
when Jay Z gets pulled in the room, they're gonna investigate Beyonce. They're gonna investigate Solange, little ass wherever. They're gonna investigate everybody. And
Mm.
then after them, it's gonna trickle on down. Like I said, man, this is about to get real ugly before it even attempts to even be getting better. A lot of people are about to get in trouble because just like P Diddy got mules and P Diddy got sex workers, you don't think Jay Z do? You don't think Jermaine Dupri do? All these artists that we've looked up to our whole life, we just uncovered Nickelodeon and Disney, who we thought was just so innocent. Man, everybody is dirty.
Mm.
Everybody. And it's going to get real ugly. It's going to be a lot of people turn on people, try to unalive people, snitch on people, threaten people, fights, shootings. All of that is about to happen because
Okay, Young. Thank you for coming by, baby. I appreciate that.
everything that everybody worked for is now up in the air. Right now, it's just on Diddy, but it is a domino
Mm.
effect. Three dominoes down the road, it's going to be somebody else's turn. And don't think that they nose ain't up in the earth sniffing all this bullshit that's going around. Everybody's about to do what Diddy did. They're gonna get evidence, whatever. They're gonna start knocking off loose ends, and they're gonna try to send it somewhere where Homeland Security can't go.
That's horrible when you think about it because at the end of the day, look at how many people have been abused.
Man, they
And it's
don't care. This
why
whole system is like a
it's been
pimp
going on.
system.
Like, do you remember when Eddie Murphy got caught with the trans woman?
Yeah, I remember.
And
Hmm.
she tragically ended up unalived. And they said she jumped out of a window. But it was always suspected that, of course, that was to keep Eddie Murphy's image clean.
Man, I don't trust nothing
Like,
when I mean
long this is kind of stuff has been going on.
people don't understand. Like this is entertainment. Like their jobs is to entertain us, but while we're being entertained, we're not paying attention when we're not closely paying attention by shit because we're entertained by it. We think it's fun. We think it's cool. All this shit. We never look at the underlying things like the King Von thing. Lil Durk has something to do with that. He has something to do with that, if you look up everything that happened, have you seen the video of him and Vaughn at the spot in Atlanta?
Mhm.
They chased old buddy, or Vaughn got out the car, chased old buddy down, trying to shoot him.
Mhm.
He shot him in the leg, but buddy got away. Dude was gonna tell on them. So all of a sudden, Dirk and Vaughn can't be around each other no more. What happens next?
Yeah.
Since they're telling them, like, Dirk, we got you on video, and we got your buddy on video. We got Bezu
Mhm.
on video. So what happened? Bezu get locked up.
Yeah.
Vaughn, he gets taken out of the club. The other guy that was with him gets taken out of the club. The guy that was running that got shot, they can identify Dirk. You get unalive. Now there's
Mhm.
nobody left on this case. So what does Dirk do? Oh, Vaughn
Oh,
did it.
Vaughn did it.
Yeah. If you cut off all the loose ends, it can't come back to you. It's a lot of loose ends that are about to be cut off.
And talking about Africa Bambaataa, that was just, oh my gosh, I couldn't even believe that because I grew up in that whole, time to build. We used to have build ciphers, and people like such as African Bambaataa, they were very influential. Where we were talking about, our nationalities and who we were as a people. We even started using the words, the lingo as tribe, and wrapping our hair and trying to get back to what we felt was the best for our people. So to know that he too was taking advantage of young boys, that's ridiculous.
I never heard about that. That's crazy.
Yeah. You don't know Hassan Campbell?
No.
Oh wow, he's a YouTuber. And he pretty much came out years and years ago. But yeah, he messed with him as well as other young boys.
Yeah, man, when people understand that the world is the biggest chessboard game, it is the biggest chessboard game ever. And instead of it being 16 pawns on that chessboard, you got hundreds of thousands, probably millions of pawns.
Mhm.
All we seeing right now is a couple of bishops and a couple of knights in trouble. Like I said, but the pawns are being taken out. That king and
Mhm.
that queen are sitting up at the top, and they will sacrifice everybody before they go down for anything. Some of them are ignorant. R. Kelly was ignorant with it. I like R. Kelly, but if that was my daughter, if one of them was my kids, I would be pissed off. So I can't say that I'm sad, or mad at where he's at. You make good music for the time that you was out. Like I said, but you belong where you are. And with them looking down on him, you know how the mafia move. And once one of them start you're getting sloppy. We're gonna send Vinny over there to take care of you. He was getting sloppy, and then it was bringing attention to other things. They get rid of him, but they leave what's his name out. Didn't them allegations about Charlie Sheen? All of that came out too.
Yeah.
He ain't nowhere. He didn't get sloppy. Once that shit came out, he set the fuck down. Shit, he was even getting put in commercials.
Mm. Charlie Sheen. What was the other cat? Shucks, I cannot think of his name.
Man, it's so
He
many,
was
man.
in St. Elmo's Fire.
I don't know.
He was like a heartthrob, and he too got caught with underage kids back in the day.
Man, I don't see it's so many
That
grown
way, a QI.
it's so many grown women are why you want to mess with and a little boy. Like,
Hmm.
what's up with you? I don't understand. I guess they want to feel. Somebody was explaining this. It was funny and disgusting at the same time. He was talking. What was his name? He used to be in that group of Pete Diddy's called the Band. God, what was his name?
Oh,
It was Dyline. It was two
Fredo,
girl Neff. His name
Freddie,
was
yeah,
Neff.
Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie. It was Fred. He was talking about how these men is messing with men in the music industry. He said it's a power thing. He said, and funny how he said once they take your cheeks, they're more man than you. You're not a man to them, and they're more man than you because they took something that is not supposed to be taken from a man. Like I said, and he just
Yeah.
kept going on about it. He would know. He would know.
To answer your question, QL, what do y'all think happened to Takeoff? I think Ashley beat me to it. Sacrificed.
Yeah.
Sacrificed.
But then old buddy Man, I used to be at that bowling alley all the time.
Thank
That
you, Illuma Negro Enlightened. I appreciate the super chat. He says they doing rituals. That's why, and I do know for a fact rituals are very, very important to the elite.
that's like I used to be at that bowling alley all the time. Shit like that do not happen there. That does not happen there. It's upstairs downtown, and it's really where all the rich white people is at. I forgot what's matter of fact, the House of Blues is right there in that same thing. Like it's so much stuff goes on, but it's nothing, never like that. The dude that was standing over up against the wall, I don't see why Takeoff.
Hey, South Memphis.
Why would you be arguing with Jay Prince about anything when you know the dude 3 feet to the left of you has been making death threats to all of y'all for the last
Yeah,
2 years? Why? 2 or 3 years. He's sitting right there waiting
that whole
for a
thing
reason.
was just too convenient.
He's
You
sitting
know.
right there waiting for a reason to pop you. So if you attack first, then it's self-defense. He's security now all of a sudden, and he was protecting Jay Prince. Don't nobody mess with Jay Prince and them down there. Everybody terrified. I remember I didn't even know who he was. I'm
Mm-hmm.
on Derry Ashford at a gas station. Like I said, I'm going in the gas station. I forgot. I think I'm finna grab some candy or something. Me and my homeboy on the way to the gym. When I'm coming out, Jay Prince walking in, and he passed me. And when I look at his neck, I swear to God, wicked, his neck, his wrist, his hands, my eyeballs could barely stay open. He had so much ice on. He probably
Oh,
had at least $10 million, and I'm just thinking like this little bitty mother, like I go upside his head right now and do
oh, he's
this and this and
short.
this. Yeah, all them, or one of them ain't. One of them was a boxer. He ain't sure, but the other Jay Prince, I'm like 5'9". I'm six
Oh,
four,
wow.
6'5". So that's short to me, man. When I get in the car, I tell my homeboy, "Hey man, you see that motherfucker?" I said, "Man, I could have just did this and this." He's like, "Yeah, you could have, and we wouldn't have made it 100 feet out this
Thank
parking lot."
you. Excuse me 1 second, Lance. Thank you again for the super chat. They're doing a ritual on the 8th. Don't fall for the okie dokie. Okay, now let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I do believe that that would be an amazing time for us to meditate and go within. Anytime darkness is immersed, we can bring out light. And I really do believe that that will be a beneficial time for us to go within. I'm wondering though, what will they do? Because it seems like with this Diddy stuff, you got the ship, you got all kind of stuff in the media. It's like a distraction.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
is.
worries me. But thank you so much for your comment.
Are y'all gonna be able to see it where y'all at?
I think so.
I'm gonna go to Dallas. They said that Dallas is gonna see it like perfect, so I'm gonna be in Dallas to see. I gotta go to the bank and get these special shades. I'm not gonna look at that shit just
Yeah.
bald eyed.
Like, but that's just it. We don't know what's going on with the elite, but they put it in our faces. Like, what's that movie? Oh, what's the movie's name?
What
It
was that?
just
Well,
came out like last year where the ship rolled up on the shore.
leave this world behind.
Leave the world behind. Yep. Isn't that ironic that this humongous ship came up on the shore like it did? And
Yeah.
not only did the ship do that in Maryland that most people are familiar with, but there also was another one to do the same thing. And it's not getting much media talk. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
They're opening a portal. And see, that's the problem. I think a lot of the people are just being so demonic nowadays, got a lot to do with them opening those portals. What's that? The Boston Higgs using it? Because you can't look, half the people I deal with on YouTube are demonic. That's
That's
the crazy
crazy.
part, y'all. And my name Wicked Angel, but these motherfuckers are woo, woo. They
I
don't
don't see
care
how
about each
people.
other. They don't
I don't
care
see
about
how they doing this, and they don't think it's gonna be any type of repercussions. Like it
hmm
doesn't matter when it's gonna happen. The point is, it's gonna happen. Anybody that partake in any of this like satanic stuff, man, and all these rituals or whatever, do you think you're gonna be safe? Like when it's your time, they gonna put you on a grill too.
that way. Mm.
You slip up any kind of way, you bring any type of unwanted attention to the group or whatever y'all little mission is or whatever. You in the middle of the ritual circle. We holding hands around you while you tied up in the middle of it. You finna go.
Mm, that's crazy. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Are you afraid? How are you preparing? Like, have you
Who?
guys in the audience? Have you guys started to prepare? What are you doing?
How can you prepare for that?
Yeah.
And then they talking about shooting missiles at the shit. Why?
Mm,
Why are you shooting missiles at what? It's an eclipse, right? Why are you shooting missiles at it? I always fucking with something. Now a
shit,
big hand
that
reached
might be
through
the
it.
mothership.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A big hand reached through that eclipse and smacked the shit. Like you gonna wish you wouldn't have. Like why? Why do you mess with like we mess with shit that's not meant to be messed with? Y'all want to go down there and fuck with the Titanic? Why? Y'all want to launch missiles at an eclipse? Why? Y'all want to send messages into outer space? Why? I don't want to hear back from shit that's not from here.
Mm,
People always messing with something.
that's crazy.
It's stupid. Hey, lucky I ain't a higher up. I'll fire it. I'll be like, man, you gotta go. Let's vote.
Dang, I cannot find it. Ugh, I hate when that happens. After the Baltimore incident, there was another ship that lost power as well. And it's so easy for hackers to do that. Like y'all, hey Jeff, my son is a computer developer, and he works for like security. So he is the bank, y'all. He's the one that creates it possible for them to have the software for you to use your cards and to be able to transfer your money and stuff. That's his job. And he knows a lot when it comes to hacking and whatnot. And I never will forget he told me that. Like anything that's digital can be hacked. And you
Yeah.
think of now how many of the things, even in our homes, even our light bulbs, for God's sakes.
They were even talk. Who's the
Bro,
guy who made Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg.
mm-hmm.
They was talking about when he goes to sleep, he unplugs his laptops. He puts tape overneath the cameras on his laptops or whatever, because it could be hacked on. It could be hacked in, and they can watch you in your home from the devices that's in your home. He
Yeah,
doesn't.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, my son, he's always on me because, he would tell me to put tape where the laptop's camera is.
Yeah.
He used to trip me out with that because he'd be like, "No, put tape there," and they make a little. For those of you who might want to do this, because if you have a laptop with a camera, then yeah, someone can really hack into it and be watching you.
You don't remember that movie with Will Smith,
I do.
Enemy of
They,
the State?
well, they make a little Velcro type little attachment where you can easily go on and off and hide your screen for when you're not using it.
Yeah, that movie, Enemy of the State. Uh, that's what they were doing, and it was Homeland Security.
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything. They had chips in his shoes and his belt. They were looking
Hmm.
at him through his laptop, cameras that was already in his house that he never knew were even there.
Mm. It really illuminate. Look, you on point with that one. It sure has. I watch those type of things, and there's so much going on in the world that we can't even explain. But it's really happening in real time, y'all. And I did see a comment I wanted to read. Hold on one second. Let me go up. Okay, here we go. Ashley Lee says they've been trying to recreate the Tower of Babel. To be honest, trying to break the firmament. Remember, the Lord's throne is right above the firmament. Yep. Oh, that's some. I ain't go front, Ashley. I would love to talk about that, but we're gonna be doing stuff like that. I ain't go front. I'm really trying to give y'all some decent content where it's not always about the mess. And y'all know I love to be messy, okay? So look, I was a little messy today, so you might want to go on and join the Discord. We got a little messy on there, okay? And more to come. But it's so important for us to have these kind of conversations. And it's sad when I'm talking about BS that's not going to do anything for us, and we're just gossiping and all of that. It's hundreds of people. But when we're talking about stuff like this, and actually might be figuring something out or getting somewhere, the chat just drops drastically, you know? So we definitely want to make sure we have a balance. So we're going to continue to talk about things that's in the news, things that are important to our people. And just hopefully you all will feel comfortable to come and talk. I did the Discord. I didn't have time to do the phone number, but next time I go live, I promise y'all I'll have the phone number up, and you'll be able to call in if you don't feel like coming up on the panel. But we need to get somewhere as a unit, you know, as a people, because we all we got. You see what the elite have been
Yeah.
doing. I mean, and when I say elite, you're talking about the musicians, the politicians, the religious leaders, the shoot, some of the teachers. Some of the teachers. Thank the Lord, I do feel that we still have some that get in it for the right reasons. But it's so hard to say now. It's like almost everything is corrupt.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but in QI, it's easy to say, but shoot, if we stop promoting that, it's like you would never be listening to music. And I'm sure y'all, if y'all in your late 30s or 40s or something, y'all remember what it used to be like where songs were really about love and being heartbroken. Now it's just about you don't care about nobody, what you got on, how much money you got, where you been, where you going. It's totally different game.
It is. For real.
Totally different game.
Even when I was in, high school or whatever, like the music was fun. Now it is dark.
Yeah.
Everything is about unaliving people,
Uh-huh.
and then people calling themselves demons and stuff. Like everything is real
Yeah, I'm
dark.
on demon time. Yeah, for real. Yeah, straight demonic. And that's the thing, like, it's so many people that need to wake up and see what they're doing to themselves. Because at the end of the day, we can blame them all we want, but it's our fault for not paying better attention. They almost make you feel guilty for wanting to chastise your children now.
Hmm.
It's like they want the children turned into the freaking children of the corn raising themselves. Sad. Or they want you to be your child's friend.
Yeah,
Like
ain't
if
nobody
you're
finna do
a
that.
be harsh on your child. Bump that. You better be hard on your child because you see what this world is about.
Hmm.
You saw the Baphomet meal at McDonald's. What's it called?
Baphomet.
Facts Q out. They ain't playing no slow music in the club. Now it's all about twerking.
Hmm. I don't
Something
even go
that
to
will
the
just
club no
lure
more.
a man. Something that's programming these men to think that we're nothing more. They're shaking our ass. Men could care less about what's in your heart. They want to see if your butt cheeks can rotate in a circle.
It's
And
really
you
turning
talking about,
everybody.
yeah,
This music is turning everybody against everybody because now men look at women like they hoes. Women look at men like they just ATMs and then a quick screw. Like men don't,
yeah,
or I'm not even gonna say that. Black men don't respect black women anymore, and then it's vice versa. It's a handful of black women who still respect black men. It's a handful of black men who still appreciate black women. So it's really messing our culture up, our people.
yeah, that way. And y'all, I don't even like using the word they're the Illuminati because we really are. Illuminati is illuminated, one of light. That would be us trying to fight for what's right and righteous. But of course, what's up is down, what's down is up around this mofo.
I can't believe it's a Baphomet meal. I'm googling that right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Well, you can share your screen. Do you see where it says present?
I'm looking at it on my other phone.
Oh, okay,
Oh
okay.
my god, nigga, hold on, is this real?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up.
Is this real? Is this real?
Hold on, y'all. I'm pulling it up. What did you put in? McDonald's Baphomet meal.
I put on Baphomet meal McDonald's, and I went to the images, and they giving out like Satan toys.
What?
Yeah, it's a Satan toy in the box.
What?
That's why I said, is this real?
What? Hold up, and it came right up.
You see it?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me share the page.
I can't even get chicken nuggets no more, man.
Oh, Okay, well, hold up. Let's watch this because somebody said it's fake, but I don't know. Let's see this because I don't trust it. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to share the screen just a moment. Mm.
Is that real though, or did somebody just make this? Like, is
Um,
this really real?
I'm about to get married. Bump this shit. I need some protection. I'm tired of this single woman stuff. Okay, so check this out. Oh, this isn't
Olha
in.
aí, pessoal, isso aqui é um tapa na
Oh,
cara
this
do
isn't in
crente que tem
English.
vergonha de divulgar o.
But you see it? Is that hamburger patties black? Oh shit! What?
Yo, it just went
So
quiet.
they're
I can't hear nothing.
normalizing it. Can y'all see it? And let me see if I can find another one that's, of course, in English. But that's what it looks like if y'all can see that.
Oh, somebody said the photo was fake and edited. McDonald's never made such a toy or used this name. I don't know.
Oh, good. I know that says fake right there. Whew, that's good
Oh
to
man,
know.
I live right around the corner from McDonald's, but I was gonna get scared.
Dang, look at behind the scenes of the menu. Oh shoot. Now I don't even want to know.
Boy, that just almost made me mad.
Whew. Lord. Stay woke, y'all. Stay woke.
Oh, somebody said it's an April Fool's joke.
Oh, I forgot it's April 1st. Okay.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, Tutu baby. And do you remember when Martin went crazy? He was
Yeah,
running down the street with a gun talking about the people were trying to kill him.
yeah. Didn't he make a it was a stand-up comedy and he named it after that, but I forgot what it was called.
Mm. Facts, aluminum Negro. What would be okay? So that's a good question. Does anyone know the beginning and the origin of April Fool's Day? I can try googling it.
Martin's special was called Run Tell That.
Day origin. Let's see. Does anybody know? Let me see. Egypt has something to do with Egypt.
Somebody put Easter is a pagan worship holiday to the fertility goddess
It
named, what is it?
is.
Ishtar?
Yep. I'm gonna study on that. Come by the next show, Illumin Negro. I'm gonna look that up. I've got some other places I want to look that I really don't have time to really search it now. Facts, Ashley. Facts, QI. You already know. Nah, nah, nah. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Inanna. That's why the imaginary is eggs and bunnies. It's paying homage to Ishtar. True. A matter of fact, in the movie, have y'all seen the TV show? I mean, um, oh, what was that show? Shucks. It used to come on Star. Oh, American Gods. American Gods. For Easter, the god Ishtar was there. You're right. You're absolutely, and it did go into detail showing that it was really her holiday, and of course it's a TV show, so they kind of made lighthearted of it. How she was kind of upset because all people wanted to do were make eggs and eat chocolate bunnies, and nobody remembered her. Oh, they love suppressing the divine feminine energy. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've enjoyed this conversation a lot. And that's just it, y'all. I have fun when we do these type of things just so we can like participate and see what everybody's thinking. Cause they
Damn.
tell us fools that we keep that day.
Iowa just beat the shit out of LSU.
Mm.
It said 94-45.
Thank you, Danielle. So what are some more topics y'all want to talk about? Because I must say, tomorrow might get a little messy. I ain't go front. Might get a little messy. I'm not sure. Okay, I've got to talk to someone because they don't want to come on here, but they had a lot of tea to spill. So I might do one of those shows tomorrow. But in the meantime, well, let me say this. I'll tell you what I could do. I could go on and do two shows. So just look out for that. What else were you wanting to talk about, Lance? I know it was some more stuff in the media we were saying.
Man, I
Needed.
don't know, man. We had to get on these perverts today. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go look up some more stuff though.
Okay. Well, y'all, I am. Can y'all see the link for the Discord? I'm gonna drop the link for it. Shout out to everybody that's already uh joined. I appreciate that. Here you go. Let me drop it one more time. If you guys want to reach out to me, you can of course continue to use my IG, but I will be responding a lot too on the Discord. Just a moment. Look, Lance all into that ball game now, boy.
Oh no, man. My phone was tripping, so that they only lost by 7. It wasn't loading up all the way, but I didn't think they was gonna
Oh,
lose.
darn it.
That's March Madness.
Okay, there you go.
Somebody out of here in Wichita. It says 12 pounds of cocaine seized during Wichita County. Let's see which one of my homeboys got in trouble, man.
Mm.
Why you want to do that? I don't know this dude.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely think this is like the new Babylon. No QR Texas. Um. Okay, guys, here it is. This right here is the Discord, and y'all, we're gonna be watching movies. Okay, at least probably I would say twice a month. We'll have a movie night. Okay, so if you join the Discord, I'm gonna be asking the question to everybody to get everybody's kind of schedule so we can figure out the best night for it. Okay, I vote for Tuesday nights. That's the easiest for me. But hey, it ain't just about me. Okay, so we'll be having movie nights over there. We can talk about stuff that we can't talk about on YouTube, and we're just gonna start having some more fun. Lance, was there anything else you wanted to say before I end the show, bro?
Nah, we talked about it all.
We talked about it all. I really want to thank you all for participating in the chat. Even though y'all didn't come up on the link, because I love when y'all come on the link. But I really do appreciate y'all. Okay? That comes from the bottom of my heart. And I know we're going to be all right. Okay? Do the best you can to be better tomorrow than you were today. And know that if don't nobody in the world love you, you love you. Okay? Because that's what it takes. And I'm out, y'all. Say peace, Lance. Lance is
Yeah.
in the game,
Nah,
y'all.
man, my bad, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
All right, peace, y'all. We out. And we still here. And we're back. No, I'm just joking. Good night, y'all. See you tomorrow.